we are live.
Hello and welcome. I am Nosh, your GM. Joining me today are our players Mel, Rigel Kent, Ronki, and Gigerman. FX Engineer is not able to join us today, unfortunately, but we hope he's able to tune in from wherever he is. We are playing a 1, 2, and now maybe 3 session, GURPS horror one-shot called The Festering, Locusts of Fenmore, Redux. And we return to the scene of a battle on the Hudson. The PCs had just finished taking down some purple-painted people on the shore when the remainder scattered at the arrival of a gnawing tendril. But first, is there any character business?
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
Anyone? Anyone?
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
How do you want to do it? Well, let's start with you.
Okay, so I had the 5 points. I added 2 perks, penetrating voice, because he needs to be heard over the din of gunfire, and naval training, which will let me ignore -2 to attack and -1 to defend for bad footing while on a rocking ship or a boat. I also added swimming, spear, and staff.
Oh,
No,
excellent.
wait, I already had spear.
Yeah, I think you already had spear. Yes.
Well, that's a point that I can get back and drop into staff.
Did you have staff as well?
I did not.
Okay.
I do now.
All right. Excellent. Let's jump over to Kate.
She's like, leave me alone.
Yeah. Basically, I just put points into fight, and then I'm going to put a point into swimming.
Fight.
Yeah, just fight.
Damn it. Forgot about swimming. No, I have it already.
What is the, on the melee tab, it looks like, Nosh, you've added the long arm butt, and on long arm butt, swung, long arm staff. What is the long arm butt, swung based off of?
Okay, this is me lifting things from what Giger had put into I believe the items list here and built it into skills.
Is the default on there?
I don't know that.
No, I guess it wouldn't be. That's the item. Staff, I think.
Yeah, if you could explain those different things, that would be great.
I'm pretty sure it's staff that's based on.
Shiny. That makes it easier. Carry on.
Okay, sorry, Kate. Had you offered what you had done with your character?
Yeah, I put points into fight and then points into swimming.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Siaquaris.
What the hell did I do? I added fast draw ammo and the quick reload perk and mounted shooting.
So that means it will, instead of 20 rounds, it'll take you 18 to reload?
I'm trying to determine exactly how that's calculated.
Okay, good stuff. I bumped up John Knox's musket to 17 and his fast draw ammo to 15. I believe that's all I did for him. Which brings us to Corporal Harris McLean, played by Ronki.
Well, at this point, I'm just spending my starting 5 points on stuff. So far, I have swimming and navigation.
Okay. All right. And just to remind everyone that you each have 3 bennies, and the bennies you can spend to reroll results on ability checks, skill checks, damage results, defense rolls, and so on. You just can't spend a benny to overturn a critical failure. And on a natural 3 or 4, all PCs receive a benny. And I begin with as many bennies as there are PCs, and I can use them with the enemy NPCs. Some major enemy NPCs have 3 bennies apiece, and the same rules for the PCs apply to my use of bennies. So if one of my guys rolls a critical success, they all get a benny. We never actually had an introduction, I believe, from Corporal Harris McLean. Ronki, is there something you might want to say if we were just to retcon this back to what might you want our listeners and the party to know about you?
Well, I would like to know things about myself, so I'm not in any position to know about Corporal Harris.
Okay.
He totally didn't look at his character. Like a slacker.
Well, we'll just let him review his notes, and perhaps as gameplay unfolds, he'll have something to inject on that point. Okay, with that being said, let's jump right back into the combat. So, essentially, the purple painted people had withdrawn from the shoreline at the arrival of the 9 tendril on the north end of this map. But we're going to start off at the top of the round with John Knox, who I am playing. And John Knox is simply going to feverishly start to reload his musket. So he's going to do a fast draw ammo, but he's thinking this may equally be a complete waste of time. But what else does one do? And we're going to go to Siakoris.
So we left off right after the shoe sting last time.
That's correct.
Did I actually start loading?
Yes, I think you did.
I feel like I started that process, but I don't remember how far in I was. Well, I'm gonna make the fast draw roll, which
Yeah,
I
I mean,
will.
I've adjusted all the reloading for the use of prepared paper cartridges. So I think this cuts the reloading time practically down to about 20 rounds. And why don't you just make it 19 rounds or 18 rounds if you succeeded on your fast draw?
I'll get back to you on that, but yeah. So Jaquaris is in the process of reloading, and
Alrighty.
is the monster the only thing that's out there? So the rest of them buggered off into the woods.
As far as you can see right now.
Okay.
Kate, you're steering, correct?
Yes.
All right. We won't require any rolls of you until such time as perhaps you need to try to steer this boat. But at this point, are you you and your two redcoats? They're basically going to be just paddling along.
Yep. We'll continue moving the boat, hopefully faster than drifting.
Okay. So I would say that you're making a maneuver to increase the acceleration of this boat, because I know other redcoats, I believe, were going to start paddling. Is that correct, Lieutenant?
Yeah, I think that was correct until we saw the monster.
Okay. So what we can say then is this boat can accelerate by 1.25 yards per second. So we could say that you're up to almost top speed, which would be 3 yards per second if you want to go that way, Kate.
That
Watch
sounds
out.
good.
We are speed demons.
The crazy thing is according to the rules as written, any watercraft that's unpowered can slow down, decelerate by 6 yards in a second. I presume because of just the opposition of the water itself. So if you do have to suddenly stop, it won't be too dramatic.
It depends on which way the current's going. I thought the current was going that way.
It's going with you. It is going with you. Yeah.
Interesting.
That not too dramatic. That sounds like a challenge.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, if you're done, click on that clicky thing, and we'll go to the lieutenant.
Who is wondering if he should, or if fright checks are required from seeing that monster. Wait, did we make those?
No, we didn't. We didn't do any of that. That's a really good point.
I'm totally not trying to screw everybody over. Honest.
You are totally trying to screw everybody over. So let's do fright checks at -5. However, you are literally having just been in combat, or I think you're still in combat. So that would really be a fright check at just 0.
Kate doesn't make fright checks, so
That's true. She does not.
she's just like the dog in the burning room. This is fine.
That is totally right. Yeah, see, I was totally thinking, I was planning, contemplating trying to find that thing to increase, but oh well.
So you can, if you don't want to use a Benny, you roll on the Gothic horror table.
Let's see. Okay, so I think in this case, I only technically roll at +1 because I did fail, but my combat no, I guess it is 2. Good times. I want to see what happens.
Of course you do.
I'm gonna
So do we.
totally just stroke out here. It's gonna be awesome.
His head inexplicably
that?
explodes.
There it is. Right there, dummy.
18.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's not where I wanted to put that.
I'm just, what's the word? Conjuring on my inner Rigel here. 18.
Pretty damn close. I'm going to lose 1d fatigue points. So that's going to be only one. That's not terrible. And I am stunned for, this is going to be the bad one, isn't it? Nope, 2 seconds. And every second after that, I need to roll versus or make the next check. And apparently for 3 nights, I have nightmares.
Excellent.
Well, that makes sense. That's a flying furry fish thing with too many eyes.
All right.
So he is not doing nothing this round. Where is the stuff? I need to go here and add the stunned. That's mental. And voila.
Just to be a pain in the butt here, does this not count still as combat?
Yeah, he said it was at -5, but +5 in combat is
Oh,
0.
carry on.
Yeah.
I was
Okay,
looking up other things.
Let's have everybody else roll their fear effects before the gnawing tendril takes his turn. Her turn.
We should do that.
So, yep.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to succeed
Well done.
And I think
and
that's
reload
it,
faster.
Since Kate doesn't make those rolls and Ronky rolled before me but succeeded. Oh wait, yeah, he did. I guess I was about to say.
And I guess the only other people we have to check for are the Redcoats.
That's going to be a lot of rolls.
How about if I just roll for all of them with one roll?
Yeah, but in that case, what if you roll bad and so all of them are stunned?
I know, but what if I roll well and all of them aren't stunned?
I seem to recall they weren't particularly awesome.
They aren't particularly awesome. How many? Can you just count the Redcoats for me, please? How many do we have here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right?
One's unconscious. So 6, I think. Yeah. So we have 6 conscious ones. I will make 6 fright check rolls.
Or you could just make us do it.
Oh,
As
can you guys do it?
Dude, we can just make rolls. As the GM, I love doing that to PCs.
Can
Going,
you actually roll off?
roll.
Can you actually roll off your NPC or not?
If you share it, yeah.
I thought we shared these.
Yeah, these were sort of shared.
Right. Yes, we did. So
Okay,
are we
well then-
responsible for our guys then?
You betcha.
Which will be
Sutton
my
is
guy?
Fine.
Who did we give to Corporal Hall?
He didn't have anybody, but that's because Fox was running Hall and Campbell.
Okay, you get Hall and an unconscious
Unfortunately,
Campbell.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Campbell's unconscious, so all I had was Sutton. Naturally, my low-powered NPC rolls better than I do on the fright check.
Well, apparently, I don't know why the fright check is +1 on the abilities. So Corporal Hall actually succeeded.
Oh, are they?
I don't know either why that is.
On the abilities tab for the NPC, our fright check as being 11 instead of 10.
Huh, that's curious. And that was for Hall, you say?
That was for Corporal Hall, yes.
Interesting. Maybe it's a corporal thing.
Oh, it's a corporal thing.
Well, it stands to reason.
Yeah, because Sutton has fright at 11 as well.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
didn't realize that. I just rolled straight will.
It's
All
that
right.
stiff upper lip.
That's it. For those who failed, roll on the Gothic horror table.
Which looks like none of them. Wow.
That's weird.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty good rolling, everyone.
Except for me.
Except for the lieutenant, an officer. How typical.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody expected the officer to buckle.
Okay, so the gnawing tendril, it's the gnawing tendril's turn. What is the range between the gnawing tendril and the vessel itself?
Well, I mean, I suppose you could target to Aquarius
Indian
and
guy should
get it
have
that
Like
way.
60.
So that's a -9. And I said the boat was going about 3 yards a second.
Did you?
I think I said, yeah, it's kind of up to its maximum speed. So what's the speed mod for a 3 yards a second.
It would be 63.
That's not going to matter. Anything below 10 you can ignore.
You add the speed to your range.
But you don't when you're dealing with a creature who has vibration sense, as I learned.
Eh?
You use them separately. You don't combine them.
Wonder why that is.
So minus 9 for the range, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And you're saying the speed would be kind of irrelevant, but on the table, is there an
Yeah.
actual modifier for 3?
If you're targeting the boat itself, then yeah, you just add the 3 to the range.
Okay. This thing has a minus 10 to try to use its vibration sense to sense the boat. And it does not sense the boat, but it's going to move all the same. So it's kind of just moving left to right, shifting left to right. It senses something has been going on. Now it's trying to hone in on it.
Now, we were in daylight, weren't we?
Yes, yeah, still daylight.
Okay.
Corporal Harris.
All right. Corporal Harris has a better understanding of himself.
And just so you're aware, Ronky, where we left off last time is he actually is manning one of these swivel guns. It may have been yours.
Cool. So, Corporal Harris, he has served the Royal Marines for some 6 years and has served exclusively on the current campaign in the colonies. In 1755, he fought at the Battle of the Gulf of St. Lawrence and participated in various engagements whereby the British harassed French shipping. He got himself into a bit of trouble with some altercations, which has seen him deployed on a land-based deployment as his punishment, and he longs to get back onto a ship of the line. He has a particular affinity for a swivel gun he has named Bloody Mary.
Excellent. And give yourself one more Benny because of that introduction.
Thank you.
By the way, Bloody Mary's on the other side of the ship.
Well, I would say that this will be one of those universe things where on a really good reaction, the universe says, you are exactly at Bloody Mary.
You say Bloody Mary 3 times, and it appears right where you need it.
That or you have to watch the movie Zardoz. Oh, the universe is uncaring. On a 1
Well,
to
it's on the
3.
good side of uncaring.
How does one use bennies? Are bennies re-rolls, or can you add them to your roll?
Yeah. No. You re-roll with the spending of a Benny. Or you can let me roll 1 to 3 and it's right where you are, or 4 to 6, it's not. And you could force me to re-roll.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay.
I think
On a 1 to
statistically
3
that's better for me.
Okay. On a 1 to 3, you are at Bloody Mary. On a 4 to 6, you are not.
Look at that.
Okay.
All right, then the corporal will be aiming his swivel gun.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's actually what we were having him do. He's about to blast one of the dudes, and then they all retreated. And it's like, damn it!
I believe we loaded them with round shot.
You loaded them with round shot. That's correct. So, are you taking aim on the gnawing tendril out there on the to the north?
Yes.
Alrighty.
That's the only target he can see at this point, right?
That's correct.
So he will be taking aim at that.
Alrighty. Corporal Hall.
Corporal Hall, has he fired his weapon?
I believe he has. And
He has.
if I'm not mistaken, you had ordered them to pick up their oars, correct?
That was the original thing, and then the monster showed up.
Could say that he is not currently holding his rifle, musket, because he was reaching down to pull up an oar, and then this unfolded. So I think this would be a ready turn for our folks in the boat.
We need an effect for
He
at
will
the
be.
oar.
He will be following his orders and readying the oar. Unfortunately, I can't advance the track.
Or rowing. Rowing. We need an effect for rowing.
I will build an effect for rowing. Hang on.
I'm trying to remember what Ajax said in there. Greeks are dying.
Greeks are dying! Row!
I don't need to put a time on this thing, do I? It's just an effect, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, I think I created it.
So if you just put a number on it, does that do something?
What did you
I
call
can
the
remember-
effect?
Rowing.
All right. You will have to advance the track.
Corporal Sutton.
Let's see. He did shoot because I burned like 2 or 3 freaking things, and he kept missing. So he was probably going for the ore as well.
Okay, I'll leave you
That's
to add.
totally not going to bite us all in the ass at all.
I'll get you to add that effect then.
How many?
Right.
Which of the soldiers? Which direction are they rowing? Are they rowing forward or backward?
My presumption is they're rowing forward, but
It is added. You can probably just
Campbell
click the,
Campbell is
skip.
unconscious.
Yeah, I'd click the skip on him.
Jones
Just
is
sadly, he's gonna
rowing,
probably die.
and Rogers is rowing. What's Smith doing? I know Smith, I believe, fired. Did he not?
Yeah, Smith and Williams both fired. So
Yeah. Did you guys fight?
they
Took
were
out your-
ordered to
took out
row.
your
They're going to
target.
row.
Okay, I will
They are
advance the
questioning
tractor.
whether or not they should row forward or backward, though, and
Which brings
encouraging.
us to the armed longboat here.
So what's going to need to happen here is Harris is going to need to fire that cannon and get a critical hit and straight up just kill it immediately.
That would be nice.
And then we can go, those things aren't that tough, which that way we'll totally underestimate them when we run into them later.
When the mama shows up.
Yep.
All right, so the armed longboat has gone, and I think we're back to the top of the round. Fox will
Brilliant.
continue to feverishly reload his Kentucky rifle.
Okay, let's see how that worked. That reload didn't do anything.
I think I just changed my timing on mine to 2 second plus.
Is that the problem? So reload doesn't have the reload that's on there doesn't have an increment on it.
Yeah, no.
Does that make it not work?
I just built my own for John. I didn't even drag and drop that. So
Yeah, well,
Let's just see if-
unfortunately, we can't do that.
yeah, let's just
Or
see if
can we? No. Okay. Well, so according to my calculations, I have 19 seconds. I believe I have already spent one of those.
But you
So
fast
this is
draw.
2.
But you fast
I
draw,
can-
and don't you have rapid reload or something?
Yeah, that's why it's 19 seconds
I thought
Yeah.
instead
they
of
Okay.
were-
25.
all right. So I've adjusted those things manually.
Okay, got it.
Okay, Catherine, I presume you are steady hand at the till.
Yep.
What?
Lieutenant,
What is that? That was my second round of stunning. So I guess by the time it cycles around, I get to try to come out of it next round.
I don't think the modifiers have changed all that much here.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Watch this.
Well, it's got to make a 2, so technically it can't succeed. Generally, if the overall penalty, when you're dealing with a sense like that, well, actually that's specific to vision, so maybe that doesn't apply to vibration sense.
Okay, so
In
it's
vision, if
gonna
it's minus 10, you're considered blind.
it's kind of just
I'm
going
back.
to shift sort of around in this way, like so.
And I sort of envision the guys who are watching from over there are like, what's it doing? Thought it was going to go eat the British guys. Why is it swimming around in a circle?
Wait a
However-
minute.
Wait a minute.
And now a second tendril
Oh,
appears.
crap.
No, forward is good. Forward is perfectly fine. Let's go forward.
Must row faster. Must row faster.
I think this one has to make a roll at -9. All right. Something like that. Corporal Hess.
He will continue to aim.
Now, is he aiming on the original or the new one?
The new one is closer, so he will aim at that one.
Alrighty.
And he will continue to aim until such time as he's given an order to fire or something like that.
All right.
Probably ought
Corporal
to
Hall-
get Fox to start gathering things for a reload on there. Maybe speed up that process a bit.
Corporal Hall is
Rowing?
rowing.
Ditto.
Sutton is rowing. Campbell
Trying
is
to row
sleeping.
faster. He's trying to row faster.
Jones is rowing. Rogers is rowing. Smith rowing. Williams rowing. Arm longbow moving.
Maybe we can trick them into attacking each other.
What are the chances?
I'm going to say low.
Top of the round. Fox reloading.
Reloading. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that did increment. Good.
Catherine tilling.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
So now I get to try to come out of stun. Let's go for the natural 18. No. So I am successfully out of the stun. Can I remove that? Hey, I can remove that since I added it. But that is all I can do this round.
Gnawing tendril. Just for shits and giggles. See if I can get a 3 or 4. Close. Same thing. That would still be a fail, I believe. Harris.
Continuing to aim at that closest one.
Okay.
And Hall will be rolling.
Longboat is moving. Fox reloading.
Pan is primed, closing the pan.
Tilling.
Yep.
Right. Now I can actually do what I was planning on doing before I ended up screwing myself. Let's see. Taking a look at the situation. He is making a tactics check by 5 to figure out the best way to get as many of his people out of here without them dying. Because what the hell are those things?
All right. Either you plow on ahead as they don't appear to be closing, or you make a turn and bring both swivel guns to bear on the targets.
Oh, that's ugly.
Okay, I have to look at the disadvantages and such like that. And accomplished warrior. All right, so he's there to prove his mettle. Let's see here. I think that sounds like a terribly horrible idea. So absolutely. I don't know what those orders would be. Although somebody, I guess I'm gonna have to shift and get onto the other gun.
No, you are on the right gun.
No, I was moving over there to check out Campbell. Originally Harris was over here, and I told him to take the other one while I was about to go over to check on Campbell, and then flying purple fish monster things started appearing.
Yeah. What I'm meaning is where you are physically right now on the boat is across from where Harris is, and Harris is at the gun.
Yeah, I was here.
I
I
see.
was one ahead, so I would have to move
see.
here and basically do a ready action.
All right.
Is that the order you gave to hard starboard?
I am probably not giving it yet. I want to be ready before I issue the command. So he may to Kate may say prepare to shift to starboard.
Nope.
Do they appear to be avoiding the water?
No.
Well, they're down to -7. Not that, I want to make it
And,
easy.
There we
and thanks,
go.
Daniel.
There we go. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Oh well, I'm gonna presume that Harris is going, oh, that's getting awfully close. Can I shoot it?
Corporal Hess.
Has an order been given to fire, or is it like fire at will?
Well, no order's been given that I've heard.
Lieutenant gave the order to fire earlier.
I
and
did.
Everybody fired.
Yeah, I did. So he might be able to go creatively interpret his orders to do that, because I did order originally.
I have a feeling if you fire and take it down, the lieutenant will not complain.
He may just say, "Congratulations, you should only be flogged once, very lightly."
I'm gonna do a IQ roll.
Awesome.
He was attempting to work out, based off how fast the beast was moving, as to how long it would be before he reached the boat. But he failed, so he can't judge that. He's going to fire.
And these are size mod. These are size modifier 2, and they have a air move of 12.
So we had how many turns of aiming? 2 turns.
I believe so. Our first cannon shot. Let's see how this goes.
Actually, I'll just roll. Forget the modifiers.
But you can't forget the modifiers.
All right. Let's not forget the modifiers then.
I can't wait for the results. I
I'll
actually
tell
want
you,
to see
he's
this
about
thing
to roll a
work.
3. He's going to roll a 3. Okay, he might not have rolled a 3. That's too bad. I was hoping for a 3, and then on the critical hit, get the triple normal damage result,
Okay, so boom.
and
Does
now we're all
its
dead.
does its vibration sense give it an opportunity to dodge, or is this just a hit?
Just hang on a second. So vibration sense, that's a very good question, Ronky. It's not a substitute for vision.
Does the creature know what a gun is?
Well, that's a very good question. I think in the other game I ruled that because it doesn't understand. However, what we don't know is if this thing's been shot at before in the intervening weeks since its creation.
Oh, here's a tricky question. Are these cannons supersonic or subsonic?
Oh, I think
they're
they'd be
definitely subsonic.
subsonic, yeah. Well, that's a very good question, and I don't know the answer except that we can say, hey, no, it doesn't maybe understand that it's being shot at. So kaboom! And 24 piercing plus. It has a DR of 3.
So 42 damage.
42
that.
damage. Okay. And
That's after DR.
And that's after DR. And so it has a health of 13. Okay. So that bypasses its health by 1 level, almost not quite 2. So definitely a roll for staying conscious. I think also a roll for death, correct?
Yes. Why is its thing only saying it's seriously injured?
I don't know. It's at minus 19 hit points right now.
Maybe you have to click off it or something.
So it's not unconscious and it's not dead, but it's a major wound, so it's automatically stunned.
Not automatic. It gets a health roll.
That was the unconscious one, so it's not stunned.
Well, it's definitely not stunned. Or is it an automatic stun?
No.
No, it's not automatic.
Okay. Wow. So, boom. You see this ball, 2-pound ball, fly into its side and disappear. And it
I wanna
makes
do
this
this.
horrendous shriek sound.
Yes, this would be considered a vermiform of some sort.
It's,
Yeah, hit location.
I would say try that. Yeah.
Oh well.
It does not have any, it doesn't have any vitals though. So,
Oh well. Too bad.
well done, you. Awesome.
Corporal Hall will just continue rowing.
Sutton, same thing.
Sutton's realizing he's quite possibly the closest thing to that monster, so he's rowing even faster. He doesn't want to be eaten like poor Campbell. Or, no, wait, Campbell's not been eaten yet.
Okay, I presumed everybody was rolling. We'll just make the boat continue moving forward. Getting good at this.
Now Private Jones is the closest to get eaten. Good.
So Fox is going to continue reloading.
Repositioning the rifle in the vertical so he can shove something down the barrel.
Kate, now that you've seen this, do you have any decision to do something different, or is just stay the line, stay the course?
I think she is going to stay the line for now because it seems like we're trying to get away.
Cool. Lieutenant?
Yeah, so there's no way I can. I mean, it's a swivel gun, but I can't get behind it and be, engaged on that side. So
Okay. Swivel gun typically has a long handle out the back, so technically you could point it across the other way.
yeah, I'm not. Gonna
You
do
wouldn't
that.
be able to aim it very well, but you could.
Yeah, not going to do that.
So yeah, if you want, you could order Kate to make an abrupt turn and pivot to bring your is that starboard in line?
Yeah, I don't know if I really want to do that because, maybe. I think
Okay.
right now we're just, continuing to row forward, and if one of the dudes start desperately going for a rifle, I may, just hand mine. Oh, right, I have to hit the advance button.
I have to try Giger's suggestion here. Hang on.
Oh, the cloud smoke stuff.
Not sure it's going to work, but let's give it a try.
Well, that one should be a 1 hex. Ooh.
Hang on a second.
It's a really big gun. Yes.
Yeah, it was a 1 yard hex, 1 hex cloud for or per 1 inch of bore, and I don't remember how big the 2-pounder is
What do you mean?
as far as gauge goes.
2.25 pounder.
Yeah,
Well, there
I know
we
what
go.
the poundage is. I don't know what the bore diameter for that is.
We got a little bit of smoke there anyway. Is that visible?
Yeah.
Okay. 9 tendril number 1. Let's see.
Ah, great. They can communicate,
Let's give this a shot.
literally.
Literally. I'm going to spend a Benny. Why not? I mean, either those
It's a
bennies
pretty
later.
tough roll.
It's a tough roll. Let's see if 9 tendril 3 is falling unconscious. No, it is not.
Not today.
Luckily, it's going to be
Still.
at half move and half dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Crap.
It's still coming in, though.
What's its current hit points at?
It's at minus 19.
So it's -1 times health? Or is it minus
Yeah.
2 times health?
No, minus 1.
Okay, so just
Health-
remember
health
that
is-
it's
Health-
consciousness
its health is
rolls.
13.
Yeah, he made the consciousness rolls.
Yeah, but they're at -1 because it's at more than 1 times hit points.
So he only succeeded by 7 instead of 8.
But for future rolls.
Okay. All right. So,
Well, Harris,
bloody-
Harris, your regular rifle is there right next to you, and you have not fired.
Alright, so he will ready
That's
his
true.
rifle.
okay. Do you want your redcoats to continue to row?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although we may have to repel borders here in a second.
Well, if we get enough ahead of it before it turns in on us, then that might put you in a better position to fire on it, or even with just a little bit of a diversion to the port side.
Kate, do you want Jones to keep paddling as this thing bears down on him?
Yeah, unless somebody orders them otherwise.
Okay.
Doing the thing.
And over to the longboat. Here we go. And we'll just let that puff of smoke hang there. Why not?
There you go.
John Fox, reloading feverishly.
Rifle butt is planted in the floorboard, and he is reaching for his cartridge.
You weirdo.
Kate, at the
Yeah,
tip.
we haven't gotten an order to go to starboard or anything, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, stay in the course.
Lieutenant.
I think he is going to ready his rifle, because if we end up doing starboard, I'm gonna want Sutton on this gun because he's better at this stuff than I am. But yeah, he's gonna ready his rifle with an option
Tendril.
towards potentially shooting the tendril.
Hey, maybe that one will eat the injured one.
Crap.
Good news. Our chances of hitting are improving.
Still failing. I'm going to spend a Benny. Why not? Can't get it for the life of me. Consciousness check for our 9 tendril. It keeps winning.
Is he really?
Is he really, though?
Can we use Benny's to get you to reroll?
Sadly not. So he can close with his half move, and he is going to try and take a snip at Private Jones. Let's see. We'll be moving attack, right? So -4.
Yeah.
All right. So it's going to first try to attack by biting. And that's going to be at -6 because of the partial cover of the boat itself.
Is there additional for size mod?
Thank you. Difference would be 1 because it's size mod 2.
Now we're 0.
Oh, you're 0, right. So -6 to hit. Do I?
I was
Benny
totally
that baby?
expecting a 3 there. I don't know why.
No, I'm not going to Benny it. Nope. So Trump tries to get at Jones, but misses.
Now, you want to save your bennies for the PCs.
How many turns does it take to ready a rifle?
Depends. You should probably be looking at 30 seconds, though.
What?
No. He hasn't fired his rifle. It's just picking it up and getting it ready to aim.
Well, you asked about reloading.
Oh,
No.
No, he said
Ready
ready.
rifle.
Yeah, he
Oh.
never fired the rifle.
Yeah, I think that's just a ready action in this case. So
All right.
I think
your
it-
rifle should be
Sure.
ready since you readied it last round.
Sure.
Then I shall Fire it.
Yeah, because we probably have to try to do the same. See if I can't roll an 18 and the recoil knock me into the river.
His instinct will be to go for the one that's injured.
All right.
And you blow off Corporal Sutton's face.
Okay. This time I'm going to give this guy a dodge roll, but he's at half move and dodge.
Oof, by 8. Good roll. Wait, that's just regular by 8. That's actually going to be by 10 because you didn't apply the size mod.
Well,
it didn't do any
regardless,
much.
regardless, he hit.
So
So,
3.
ER
So he'll take a
3.
total of 26.
all righty.
That'll hurt, probably. Hopefully.
All right. So he's now at minus 45, which means he's double times 2 his health points.
Yep, give
So-
us another death check.
So
Two
he
death
needs one more
rolls.
death, which he will roll near crit.
8. Jeez.
Damn it.
So now we got to do a
Major
constitution
wound.
check. Major
No.
wound.
Oh,
You already,
wait.
you already did the death, so that was the major wound right there.
No, it crossed 2 thresholds.
No, it already crossed one.
Yeah, it's true. It crossed 1, and now this put him through another one.
Yeah, so I think those are the only rolls you needed, and it's still up.
Wow.
Let me do this.
You should probably remove your some of your effects there, Harris.
Guess it would make sense to get that ready, wouldn't it? Vermi form.
Corporal Hall.
Unless he's
Paddling.
being told otherwise, he will continue to paddle.
Sutton paddling.
Feverishly.
Campbell unconscious.
Although I suspect Jones may be paddling even harder if he's not using his oar as a weapon to push
Yeah,
out
that's what I
against
was
the thing.
thinking.
Kate,
Get away
what's
from me!
Private Jones doing?
He screams and keeps paddling.
You should totally have him swing the paddle at the thing.
No, he might lose it.
Roger paddles.
That's why it'd be funny. Then you tell him, "Yep, you're gonna have to keep paddling with your hand now, buddy." Actually, I have no idea if you can even pull these oars free.
You should be able to. It should just be sitting in a little rest.
Top of the round, Fox watching this all unfold with disbelief, as is the GM.
Why, this is exactly what you should have expected as GM. Right. I have poured the charge. I am now pulling the ramrod out.
If I mentioned you're a weirdo,
You did.
Oh, that was close.
What was that for?
To see if she's going to drop the till and pull out her axes to get ready to take a swing at it.
Nice.
Well, we're only moving forward.
Yeah, but if she drops it, we'll start
You can
veering
hold it with
off.
one hand.
She's got 2 axes. She's gonna like 1 axe for each hand. She's going all in. So unless she is ordered to, otherwise she will keep at the till.
Oh, you know what you could do?
luckily, go ahead.
You could take one of those axes and chop it into the tiller so you could use the axe to steer and then pull it right out and hit him.
Mm.
Well, luckily, Private Jones is seated, and I am definitely standing because I am going to take a shot at this thing with this rifle.
Which thing are you firing at?
Number 3, because I want it to kind of stop chasing us and stop trying to eat us.
Okay.
And maximum 1 hit, just barely, because
Wow.
I am capped at 0 or at 14 based off of Catherine's boating skill.
Okay, roll your damage.
And you said this was vermiform?
I don't know that it technically has a neck, but anyway, that's fun. That's fine. Let's do
That's
it all.
pretty crappy damage. I want to spend a point to re-roll that. 'Cause
You
look at
spend a Benny.
Yeah,
You spend that.
let me
Benny.
that's right. Let me adjust my bennies and try to not roll like garbage. Here comes worse roll or the same roll. So I guess I'm taking the same roll.
15 minus 3 times what?
2, I believe.
So 24.
Oh, you wanted me to do the math. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Actually, these are kind of. Are these?
It's now at, it's taken 91 points of damage. It goes over
Jeez.
yet another threshold.
Die
Let's see
already.
if it dies. Here goes.
Of course not.
It will not go down. So what would be the modifier to its health roll to stay conscious?
You're past the 3rd one.
Well, Okay, so
I think
for
it's
the
-3 for consciousness.
major
based on-
wound, that doesn't do anything. It's when
All
it
right, so
goes on to its turn and it has to stay conscious in order to act
Right.
again. That's when
All
it
right.
applies.
So this is the major wound roll.
Jeez. Yeah, that's the problem if you give something a health of anything above 12. Oof, good luck.
Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Tendril 1.
I was hoping 3 would fall into the river. And hey, did 1 actually make the roll?
Oh, 1 is just moving.
Uh-huh.
Now we're going to
Just-
do a roll.
Just conveniently in our direction. We see how it is.
You got it.
Prepare to propel borders.
All right, it locks on to Sutton.
Somehow he knows.
It's looking at him with all those eyes.
Succeeded, not unconscious.
Damn it. Yeah, these are going to be brutal. We're going to have to
Now-
put them at the -5 mark to actually kill them.
So I think for this attack, it's going to be at -4 for shock, right?
Yes, and to move an attack. So that's going to be -8, -10 because of the size difference.
So
Minus
we're
any
looking at
cover bonus.
well, I think at this point it'll be a critical success if anything. So nope, he's just going to move. He is just seriously not with it anymore. Corporal Harris.
Reloading.
Now, do you have fast draw ammo?
Nope.
Hey, noting that you're planning on reloading, there is a gun. There is a swivel gun that I'm standing next to that has not been fired yet.
Right. And which one are you?
I'm the lieutenant. I'm the one that doesn't have all the shit on me.
All right. The swivel gun. So he will continue to reload unless one of these things crosses to the other side of the boat.
All right. That reload is 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
For which
Okay, I can
one?
get-
The reload is he looking at? The
His rifle.
cannon? Okay, I don't know if that is 30 seconds for the rifle.
It's 20.
Huh?
His rifle is 1 brackets 20
That's
for shots.
not right.
No, that's because the paper cartridges cut down
That cuts it in
the
half.
reload time.
But it should start at 60 if it's a rifle.
No, the brown besses are 40.
Brown Bess isn't a rifle.
Yeah, sorry, musket.
Musket. So yeah, you're fine.
Wow, the swivel guns are really got to reload at 20?
They're very small.
There are also breech loaders.
So random question regarding that. What is the difference in terms of damage on the swivel gun between the regular shot and the chain shot? I think we had.
Grape
Is
shot.
that right?
Grape shot is a shotgun.
Huh.
So basically, it fires a bunch of pistol balls.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I was
grape-
just wondering about whether it would be more effective against those things. Although that PI++ is really awesome.
Probably not. All right.
Oh.
Jaquaris is ramming. He will be ramming for a few seconds. Shut it.
Kate.
Okay, so quick question. Everybody's skill is capped right now at Kate's boating skill. If she lets go of the till, does that mean the cap goes down?
I don't. I think that the boat is just going to continue going forward.
But the till will
yeah.
start to do that thing, like if you don't align your
Yeah,
car
I don't-
tires.
I don't think that's specified.
I wouldn't really worry about it. If you actually want to get in the action, like the boat will still go forward for a couple of seconds. We got to remember we're in seconds here. So
We know what
Okay.
Kate's going to do. She's going to
Well,
jump from where she's at on top of that thing, and then
She
ride
might.
into
she's
the
asking
river.
about the
know.
attack skill cap, and
Yeah.
it doesn't actually. I don't know if it. Yeah, I would just ignore it, I guess.
Okay, well, she'll do what I think Geiger suggested last time. She'll keep one hand on the till and then go ahead and ready her axe in her left hand. So she'll have an offhand weapon.
okay, Lieutenant.
Right. These things are clearly attacking. We're not going to get any more great speed. I think let me look at his traits. Yes, he needs to be. People like him as 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 an officer. So do I have? Holy crap! I do not have it. He is actually going to move over there while in the process drawing his what the hell is that thing called? Cutlass.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hopefully defend my dudes. Stay low, Jones.
So gnawing
Having me,
tendril.
monster.
Gnawing tendril is going to swing back over to attack Sutton as it initially has targeted Sutton.
Stay down, Sutton. Listen to him doing math.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a -6 to his bite because he had to move, and then we've got the protection from the boat. Is there another modifier I'm missing?
Move and attack.
I got that in at -4. -2 for partial cover from the boat.
Size?
-2 for size.
His size modifier is 2 and ours is 0. So is it -2?
I think so.
If we're using that rule, yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
how I
difference
was.
is-
That was the rule that I was using in the
Great.
Warhammer.
Oh, what if he makes it an all-out attack, though?
That's a great idea.
If he does all-out
Except
attack,
he's
it
just out of
adds-
your reach.
If he does all-out attack, he gets a +4, correct?
Could telegraph. That's +4.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Damn, he is just out of my reach, isn't he?
Missed by 3. Do I Benny or to Benny or not to Benny? That is the question.
Out of PC.
So no, I'm not going to Benny it.
Damn it, I should have. Okay.
Wow. He falls unconscious
Finally.
into the water.
Splash.
Sploosh.
Sploosh, sploosh.
He will.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, just continue reloading.
Okay, sorry. Back to you.
Yeah, continue reloading.
Okay,
How are they actually attacking?
by
Are they like-
chomping, like coming in and chomp chomp.
Okay.
Boat
So yeah, do they have reach? Does it have reach?
close. They got to get in close, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if it's close enough to actually bite Sutton, then it's close enough to get stabbed.
Boat is moving. Top of the round. Fox
Boy.
reloading.
I tell you what, being able to move that boat like that is way better than it used to be.
Yeah, it's pretty slick now.
Ram.
Snicker.
Catherine, you gonna go for it?
Oh, so tempting to just go over there and jump.
That's the last we ever see of her.
Do
Yep.
Do it.
Oh,
She drops
Do
the
it.
kill and she draws her other axe, and I think that's the only thing she can like readies her other axe. So I guess that's the only thing she can do
Yeah,
this turn. The
probably.
next turn she'll jump.
Awesome.
and we're totally not paying attention to that, so we don't see her. The lieutenant is going to take a wait action with the trigger being this thing comes within reach of him. So like if it goes for Sutton again, he'll try to strike it before it hits Sutton.
Okay. The tendril. About there, you want to hit it?
Yeah, I guess that would work. And okay, so since I have the naval training, that means I can ignore any -2 for bad footing. So just standard attack with the size mod. So it's success by 5, which may be reduced down to success by 3 if we're like still capped at 14.
Dodges.
That was denied.
Got to finish its turn.
You don't have to.
Still working at a -8 here, I believe.
Totally should have gotten a couple flintlock pistols.
Couple hats.
Yeah, I just realized as we were getting started, we didn't pick up any pistols.
Let me just check. What's the reach on a bayonet? 2.
But you actually have to fix the bayonet.
Yeah, unfortunately, no one had their bayonets fixed.
How long does it take to fix a bayonet?
I would say probably at least
probably
2,
3?
because yeah,
At least 2,
at
probably
least
3.
2.
Yeah, I think probably 3 is a more accurate minimum. Got to pull it out of the sheath. Got to ready it. Got to screw it on.
All right, he will fix bayonets.
So how many seconds did he was he reloaded?
3. I wonder how I can
So
stop it from going up.
well, it will have been at half cock at that point, and he won't even had the new round put in yet.
I just remember he had 3. So fixing bayonet.
Just going to run through everybody. Longboat. Oop, I kept the enemy
Oops,
with that
one too many.
Reloading.
Ram.
Oh, this should be sweet.
It's going to be awful. So she doesn't have the jumping skill. So I guess it's a DX check. There's no default listed in the book.
I think that's correct.
Yeah.
You don't have to make a jumping roll or anything like that to just
Just-
clear a certain distance, but this is kind of a separate deal.
Yeah. She's going to try to land on the back of the creature. So I would assume she needs to make some kind of roll.
Haha. So I think you have to take a couple of seconds to ready to do a jump in combat, or you can just do it without readiness, but it drops your jumping distance by a half, I think.
Yeah. I think, what's her strength?
Her strength is 12. Her dex is 13.
Yeah, she could probably clear the distance easy enough that even if she had to jump in combat, she could probably make it. It's only like 1 yard.
Yeah, I agree. It's like 1 yard away. So
Okay. So she's going to yell out her little catchphrase, stand and deliver you. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it gillyflower?
gillyflower.
Jill-
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to yell out her catchphrase and haul off and just do a squat jump. Try to
Awesome.
land on the creature's back.
The size modifier of the
And kick
creature
the
is
tiller.
2. So add 2 to your roll.
It's dexterity.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Success by
Sweet.
7.
Gotta unselect everybody. Sorry. All right. You land like right on top of its head.
Okay. I think that's
And
it.
if you could also do a move. Could you do a move and attack? That would be technically a move and attack, would it not?
Maybe. I might dump a fatigue in it to get rid of the penalty. If that's okay.
So that would be a what? Determined? No. Extra
Heroic
effort?
charge. They
Heroic
probably just
charge.
Heroic charge.
Okay. And that would get rid of your -4.
And
So you'd also have a +2 for the size mod of the thing.
It's going to sail off in a different direction, and we're just going to be able to go, well, crap.
No, it's the mouth that's concealed on the top of its head will open.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
so she's got dual weapon attack. So do I need to roll that first, or is that after I make the first attack?
No, you roll 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yep, she's going to kill it straight away, and we're going to feel really bad.
This woman has no fear.
Okay. Success by 8.
Or wisdom, it would appear.
Okay, and then you make another hatchet attack.
And this is the offhand. Yep. Success by 8.
And you technically don't have an offhand. You're skilled with both hands. Okay, so I have no idea if this thing can dodge these things, but it gets a chance, I guess.
It's going to roll, put you in the water.
It might. That'll be fun.
Good Lord, it's got a dodge of 9. All right,
Nope.
that's 1.
Oh, size mod.
All right.
That doesn't affect it, but it is -1 because it's a dual weapon attack. Not
So
that changes it.
it failed definitely 1. So one of your hits landed.
Okay.
You can easily say it's moving around. That's why the second one missed. They didn't like dodge. It's just your
writhing.
blow went errant.
Ugh. Terrible.
You
It's
can
probably
use
worth
a
noting
technique.
that she's not actually grabbing onto this thing. She's just hooking it into it with an axe. So if she had missed both of them, she'd been in the water.
That would
You
have
can
been funny.
re-roll that. You can re-roll that with a Benny.
No, because I'll wind up rolling a 1. So we'll just go with it. So that's like
All right.
1 point
so
of
it's-
damage goes through.
Yeah, its DR is 3. So it would be technically, we don't round up for cutting damage, do we?
No. I don't
no.
think so.
It's down for combat results, I believe is how
Okay.
that goes.
All right. So 1 point of injury. All right.
Well, apparently,
Gotcha.
the thing is
Awesome.
within a yard of me, so I'm like, what the bloody hell? So he's going to attack it, I guess.
Are you thumping it?
Wing! Yep. Ooh, that's a good roll. Margin crit by 11. So critical hit table. Let's see what happens. It's probably gonna be crappy. Nope. If any damage penetrates DR, treat as if it's a major wound. All right. Cool. All right. How much
However,
damage? 8
Everybody
points of
get
damage. Oh yeah.
everybody gets a Benny. Everybody
Yeah,
gets a
that's
Benny.
right.
No, that's a 5. That's not a 3 or 4.
Oh, correct.
Also
That's
true.
right.
All right. So 8 points. So that's 5 cutting. So that's 7, I guess, total. And
Okay.
it's treated as if it's a major wound, so it needs to make a health check.
Woo!
Ha
So that's
ha!
stunned.
It's stunned. Which
All
does
right.
that mean it falls into the water with Catherine?
I think it's going to just hold its location.
It's floating. That's sort of like flying. I actually think if a flying creature is stunned, it falls. I'm not 100% positive on that.
Because this is not an actual bird, no, I'm going to say it just is going to stay in location.
Yeah, if it's sort of anti-gravity kind of thing.
And immediately after hitting, he realizes, wait a minute, that's Catherine. That means nobody's on the tiller.
Corporal Harris.
Second turn of fixing bayonets.
All righty. And now it's going to dawn on everybody that the ship is continuing to move forward and Kate is on this creature and being left behind.
And I'm not sure if I'm the only other one that has boating.
Fox has got boating and Siowaris has boating.
Yeah, but they're really far
Fox
ahead.
isn't doing anything.
He's reloading, just like you are. He's just not telling us what it is in excruciating detail.
He probably would if he knew it.
Oh, we're seeing Kate sail away.
Yeah, that is the
This is fine.
unintended consequences.
Come sail away. All right.
Gotta love the impulsive Dizad.
It
On
is
continues to
entertaining.
reload.
Ram.
Awesome.
All right, so this thing is unconscious.
No, it's
No,
just
no, no.
stunned.
Okay,
Stunned.
she's gonna attack it.
Awesome. 2 hatchet chops.
Yep.
Luckily, stunned is going to be at. Ooh, there's margin crit.
Okay,
to 5
two.
those. So
Yeah, I didn't add the size mod. Both of them are successes anyway.
yeah.
So did I get a critical table?
Yep.
Definitely for the
Okay.
first one.
Yeah,
So
critical
what,
hit
you hack
table.
with the one, grab on, and then pull the other one and hack again?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Nice.
There we go.
That's a good one. How rarely do we see the blow does double damage?
Really rarely.
All right. So attack the first.
And she
for the
rolls a
crit.
1.
Shush you.
Yep.
Nope. So 10 minus 3, so 7.
5
Times 1.5.
sorry. So 10 minus the 3 for 7. And so what would that be? That would be
10 points.
that'd be 12, would it not?
No.
7 times 1.5. No, it's 10. 10.5
10.
technically.
Okay. And 7, so 4 damage for the second attack.
Okay. So let me just start with the 10.
It's going to be 6. Yeah.
And
10
then the
and
next one will
6.
be the 6. Now, does it get a chance to dodge even though it's stunned?
Oh,
Does that
the second one it will, but I think it's at -4.
-4. Let's see what happens.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's a negative. Okay. So your second blow did 7 minus 3 is 4. So
I think
Times
you said 6.
1.5. 6.
Yeah,
6?
stunned is -4 active defenses. Yeah, 6. 10 and 6. Damn, you just did some damage to that thing.
Okay, it's at -2 health points. So
Can
that
she
means a health for consciousness, correct?
Say again?
So I'm going to say it stays conscious. I don't believe it. Well, actually, no, it would have taken a major wound, though. Oh,
And
here we
yes,
go
she
again.
can swim.
Here we go again.
Yep.
Lieutenant, what are you doing?
He is scrambling back to grab the tiller.
All right.
So it's basically going to be like a move and
Well, what's your
9, 10
boating
roll
skill?
1.
14.
Well, there you go.
9, 10 roll.
This is classified as unpowered, so right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So 14.
9 tendril. He is
come
going
out
to
of stun.
try to I don't know, buck this thing off his
He has
back.
to come out of stun
Yeah, I
first.
think I'd call that a break free.
He has to come out of stun first, though. He was stunned, wasn't he?
Right.
And I believe that's all you can do this round,
All right.
Indeed.
which is why we hate getting stunned.
Corporal Harris, he said he was continuing to ready his bayonet, I believe.
Right. His bayonet should be fixed at this point.
And then he's probably going to notice, oh, there's a perfectly good swivel gun over there that is not being used.
Armed longboat is
loaded.
moving. Poor Kate.
It's fine.
I'm about to bring it back around to honor. If we're
Right.
really lucky, it won't be quite unconscious until we're like just about to hit it, and she can land into Giger's hands.
John is reloading.
Ram. Stupid rifles.
Ram.
Kate.
All right, 2 more chops.
Kate. Choppy
She's
chop.
cackling maniacally as she's doing
She
this.
is.
We're like, what is up with that?
Okay, success by 9
It's like she's
And the
got a
other
pair
one.
of climbing axes.
and success by 8.
Okay, he's
All
out
of the
stun.
corporals and privates are gonna, start proposing to her after this.
There's only one soldier for that girl.
And he's completely oblivious to it.
Roll your
Yep.
roll your damage. He failed to dodge both.
Pretty badly,
All right.
actually.
So whatever that is,
You said it's DR3,
and
Yep.
that. Yep.
so that's 4 and probably 3.
So we're looking at 7 in total.
Yeah, 4 and 3. Yeah.
Well, he's down to 31 in injury. Hasn't crossed a threshold on his health yet, and his hit points are 22. So I don't think those blows are a major wound.
All right. So I suspect this is going to be like a ready action to actually take the tiller, because
Yep.
I had to move back here and I had to scramble past some,
Yeah, probably.
the 2 privates. So he's going to ready his plan, or he's probably also going to shout everyone brace for maneuvers, because his plan is to wheel around.
Okay, he wants to try to buck her off his head. Now, would that be a contest of strengths?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, he doesn't have any arms necessarily, so that puts him at somewhat of a disadvantage.
Yeah,
but I would
it's
expect
like in
that
this case,
to
he
be.
could just like maybe he can just roll.
Yeah, well, that's true. You could always just go underwater and drown her. But so break free. If you're grappled, you cannot move away until you break free. Blah blah blah. Quick contest of strength.
But this isn't
Well,
really,
Plus
she's not really
5 is
grappled.
grappling you with 2 hands.
No.
I'd probably say not.
I would say that that he makes a strength check to try to buck her off. What does she do to try to stay on?
So is he bucking or is he rolling?
He's going to try and buck, like flex his back. And
All right. So she's doing like the chop with her axe. So she's got one axe like chopped into the hull of this thing. So she's going to use that kind of as a stability thing, and like kind of drop down to a squat to try to lower her center of gravity to keep her footing.
all right. So is this a contest of strength, or is it his strength and her dexterity?
That's really
Oh.
kind of a judgment call here. I would say that makes sense, though. So
Okay.
Yeah.
strength versus
So-
her dex.
She has an advantage called perfect balance. So
Oh.
if a surface is wet, slippery, or unstable, you get +6 on all rolls to keep your feet.
Yeah.
In combat, you get +4 to DX and DX-based skill rolls to keep your feet or avoid being knocked down.
I love it.
I guess that
So
would
this
count.
would be a +4.
All right. Unfortunately, his strength is stupid high. But here we go.
Oof, by
Try and-
9.
try and-
That's
Yeah,
gonna
this
be
is
a
rough.
It'll be tough.
Go for it. Go for it.
3.
Nope. Success by 4.
Okay. If you don't want to Benny it, you're going to be in the air.
I don't know. That's like a
Probably
hard one to
time.
beat. Huh?
So I think that's probably time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm not
Well,
going to
you
use
have to
Benny.
roll an 8 or lower to do that.
Yeah.
It's not unbelievable.
For Mel,
Um,
it is.
yeah. I've exhausted my one critical hit for the night.
Okay. We will carry forward as you see Kate bucked into the air.
Uh-oh. It's gonna swallow her whole.
And Corporal Harris, you have a fixed bayonet.
Corporal Harris will then continue to reload. Are you able to edit the time
I
from
can.
6 to 4? Thank you.
There you go. Everybody else is rowing, I presume.
Actually, you might have to edit that back to 4.
Correct.
FYI, it's a -1 to shoot with a weapon with a bayonet fixed.
Have we ever moved off a combat map with combat still going on for one character? Mm-hmm.
I don't know that we have.
We're not going to. Remember, I told everybody to brace for maneuvers.
That's true. I think the bigger thing here is we've never had a combat where we've had an actual reload of a black powder weapon accomplished during the combat.
Okay, Fox keeps reloading.
We're getting pretty close. Speaking of which, tap, tap, tap. Almost there.
Catherine,
She's
you
like,
are in
"I'm
the air.
floating."
Okay,
Um,
she's gonna try to land back on the back. Yes, she can.
Nice. How about a dex check at +2 for the size mod?
Does she get any bonuses for perfect balance?
Ooh, barely.
I love it. You land right back on top of the creature's back. You might even heard it kind of make a sound that reminds you of like, really?
Yeah, and I'm assuming that's it for her. She's just gonna land, and
Okay.
that'll be it.
Lieutenant.
All right, I am hauling around on the tiller to begin a turn in that direction.
Okay. So we're going to have a boating check on your behalf.
And handling is +1.
Handling is +1. Yeah. And you are at max speed. I'm not going to worry about that.
By
Ooh.
2.
Ooh. Okay. I was going to say, yeah, let's say you did that very correctly, and we're going to pivot. I did a little reading on pivoting. The pivot is going to be at sort of in the first third of the boat, the pivot point, that is.
I guess.
So let's try this.
Kinda
I'm going to
see
say
that.
that I'm going to see the pivot point is like
Well, so how are you doing this? Or just doing it one hex side?
pivot point is about there, or maybe there.
Yeah. What are you going to do for the turn? Are you just going to do one hex side?
He's going
If I
to
can
distort
turn
our
the damn
boat.
thing.
Did our boat
I'm gonna
get
pivot.
thinner?
I'm going to pivot like that.
Not intentionally, but yes.
Man, our boat went on a serious diet.
Okay, let's try this.
Well, let's see. I know where I got to go.
Wow, I think the pivot worked perfectly for Corporal McLean. Whoops.
Yeah, ish. Okay.
Something like that.
Guess that works.
Okay. Clicky clicky there, Lieutenant.
Oh, right. Yeah, duh. My mistake, the 9 tendril's fault.
The 9 tendril says to hell with this and turns and beelines for Corporal Sutton again.
And you're going to hear him go, really?
Damn.
Can it actually move that far?
It's got a air move of 12.
What's
It
its hit
has
points
encumbrance.
Oh, right. Sorry. It's, is it? No, it's not even at a third yet. So,
Okay.
third move
I
done.
wasn't sure if it was under, if it was into the negatives or not.
No, but it has encumbrance.
It's at -9, but it's got a strength of 22. So I don't think she's going to really matter that much.
How much does she weigh?
You don't ask a lady that sort of
what's-
question. Silly
picture's
Indians.
The picture's a little deceptive. So,
Sorry.
I just figured she was stout.
Half move and dodge. When does that kick in again?
1/3?
1/3 of
Let me
your
double check.
1/3 of your health points?
Yeah, hit points. Hit points is get her mouth towards the large. Yeah, 1/3. Half mouth and half move and dodge.
Okay. No encumbrance for strength 22 is 97 pounds. She's definitely more than 97.
Okay. So let's back that up then.
yeah. So officially, she's 5'8" and her weight is 145. Based on her picture, she should probably be more like 200.
Well, yeah. All right.
She
Let's-
doesn't have
let's,
photogenic.
Let's do that. And what's a third of 22 hit points?
That's why I have a calculator.
7.
7.
All right. So you know what? He is at half move and dodge.
Technically 7.333333333333.
Yeah.
But
If
7.
he's at 7 hit points, he is at 1/3.
Let's put him there.
It's like, this is a bummer, man.
All right, Harris.
He will continue to reload. Oops.
Paddle. Longboat.
Cool. We're gonna go that away. It like this.
I think that's fair.
Great. We're gonna it's gonna be like freaking Traveler. And be like, oh, okay. Now you have to paddle even harder, guys.
Tap,
Sick
tap,
Morris.
tap, and the round is finally seated.
Okay, Kate. Choppy.
Yep. Let's see what she can do.
kill it yet. We have to get over there so you can land in the boat and not get wet.
All right.
And
That's
she
Yeah,
I've,
promptly
gonna
rolls a
steer
I
that
didn't
thing
add the
over here.
size mod, so it would be more like success by 11.
That's a margin crit. With a +2, that's a margin crit.
So yeah, on the crit table.
And there's the second one, success by 6. So I guess he can dodge.
Let's see if he does.
Not the first one.
Oh, critical failure.
Damn, that's a dodge. That means he falls down.
Okay, so one way or the other, you're going into the water. But let's do that damage. Let's do that damage for those hits and roll on the critical hit table.
All right, so if any damage penetrates DR, treat it as if it were a major wound, regardless of the actual injury inflicted.
Nice.
That might actually matter.
Yeah, it might. All right, so damage for the first one. Nope.
You want to Benny it?
And the second one, I'll go ahead and Benny the first one. Yeah,
Jeez.
cool. At least get some. So 2 major wound checks, I guess. Or is it just, oh no, for the first one. So yeah.
Okay, so first one does 7 cutting, minus 3 is
Technically, the first one is
4.
the 5. 'cause
Yeah,
remember it.
that was
that,
my Benny.
that's going to be
3
3
points.
points.
Yep.
And then the 7 will be reduced down to 6.
Okay, so it is at well beyond its health. So it's going to do a death check. It's going to be stunned. It's going to go in the water, and then I'll check for unconsciousness. So here's the death check.
Die! Damn it.
Nada. Here's the consciousness check. Ooh.
And he's out.
Oh,
And it's in the
no.
water.
Sploosh.
Sploosh. Okay. Awesome. Well done, Kate.
All right. Yeah. I
So
guess I'm
swim now.
continue wheeling us around. And I spied 6, so I didn't foobar the turn.
Nice.
I seem to know what I'm doing. Probably should.
9
Apparently
tendril.
I have 4 points in it
The 9 tendril sinks under the water.
and explodes.
And yeah, you feel it go kind of released beneath your body into the water. Corporal Harris.
Continuing the reload.
Paddle, 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 paddle. Longboat.
Needs to turn some more.
I think we'll do that. Yeesh.
It would be kind of nice if you could rotate these selected tokens.
I agree. Okay. John Fox, reloady.
I withdraw the ramrod.
You're getting closer. Kate.
I am almost there.
Okay, so Kate is going to put away her axes so that she can have her hands free to swim
Excellent.
as she sinks into the water.
Right. I'm just
Yeah.
continuing on. I don't know if I actually need to make another boating check for this.
One more turn. Yes, please.
Okay. Stand by.
Well, we'll take.
Why
we'll
did
take a
it roll
vote.
twice?
I don't know.
Weird. Huh. Well, at any rate,
9 tendril 1, I'm going to say, is dead. And at this point, we are going to end this combat, and successfully you will go and pick up Kate out of the water. Well done, everybody.
Just short of the reload. We
I
don't get
know,
that credit now.
Okay. I don't know if you zoomed in on some of the features of this map that I generated, but I tried to throw some bodies and cows and various
I
things
saw
caught up
that.
in the trees. All right. Well, we have finished this this combat, so I'm going to close down the map. All right. So you haul a very soaking wet Catherine out. There are many cheers and slaps on your wet, soggy back now by the Redcoats, who are just amazed and delighted, and it's like, stout heart Kate, stout heart Kate.
I think that this is my fever that I'm dealing with right now, out of character speaking, but she's going to go over to Lieutenant and like hold her arms out like for a hug and say, come on, give us a hug.
Nice.
Sadly, he's
Yeah,
AFK.
she's got
so
purple all over her, by the way.
Well,
bring it
darn
in,
it all.
Lieutenant.
Hey, Kate, you get a Benny for that heroic effort, and now you can tell Rigel what you
nope.
were saying to
I
him.
heard
in
some of
character.
it, and nope, he's going to have been, as we're getting over there, he's like, Corporal Sutton, prepare to bring the woman overboard back aboard.
Okay, she's already on board. She got all slaps in the back from all the people, and then she turns to you and says, hey, how about a hug?
Not while you're dripping wet, woman. What kind of madness was that?
So I'm just resharing the Frontier map. I want to show you where this occurred. Okay.
No, not okay. All right.
So your encounter with the Brookfields was the red dot, and your encounter with these purple painted people and the gnawing tendrils is the blue dot. Is that what's showing for you?
Yep. So the next
Okay.
one's going to be a white dot, right?
I don't know what color. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. You punch Lieutenant in the arm. Nice. I like it.
She struck a superior officer.
She's not in the army.
Yeah, she's not a soldier.
That doesn't matter.
All right. So tell me, what do you all want to do? You've got one very wounded soldier with you, though.
All right. We need to. Crap. I think I was the only one with first aid.
Yeah, somebody needs to plug that hole.
Let's see. Who else has first aid? Maybe. Well, maybe it is only you.
Kate's got it at 11.
Yeah, I've got it at 12. So, yeah. Man, we did not think that through. We didn't dispatch with a Medicaid. So I guess I'll have to turn over riding or driving back to Catherine and see what we can find out about, or patch up dude. And where was the other expedition supposed to go? Was it supposed to go up the Hudson, or
That's correct.
that way? Okay.
So they were ordered to go up the Hudson to find out why the river was reversed, and they hadn't come back.
And I apparently failed that. I'm going to re-roll that. I don't like that. That's a terrible roll on down to 1.
That's actually an interesting question. So if we get to the fork, is it reversed on both forks?
Well, crap. Apparently my first aiding is not particularly good.
All right. So let's go over what happens when you fail these rolls for first aiding.
Let's see. What was he shot with?
A musket ball from a, well, it was a musket ball. Yeah.
I don't suppose we have any idea how much damage that did originally.
Yeah. Let's see.
27 points of damage according to the combat tracker.
Well, what was the basic damage?
Well, I don't know what the basic was.
Extrapolated.
Yeah.
If
Would have been
they
double.
do double, that's going to be 13-ish. No, that's not right. 27 divided by 2 is 13 and a half. How did it
So
go
he didn't have any
37?
DR. Yeah. So unless his hit points are over 13, that means there is an exit wound.
His hit points originally were
14. It looks like all the privates
Yeah.
have.
He had
14.
14 hit.
They're
He had
really
14 hit points.
robust.
Well, that means the bullet's still lodged in there.
Right. So it takes 1 minute to apply pressure. It restores. Okay, I failed to do so.
So you failed to stop the bleeding. So it has been not a full minute yet.
But it takes 1 minute to apply pressure to try. So I
Yeah.
attempted.
So he will
and
have to make
failed.
that roll.
Bleeding rule, page 420. Someone who's wounded but receives it within 1 minute loses no. That fails. So he takes bleeding, which is the end of every minute after being wounded. Make a health roll at -1 per 5 hit point lost. So
Ooh.
that's going to be rough. That's going to be at -5.
Yeah, he's at -13 right now. So -10. Minus. What did you say? Minus per what?
It's -1 per 5 hit point lost.
Well
But
then-
he's taken 27.
Yeah.
So
that's
that's
-5.
Okay, so -5.
Yep.
Here's
On
his
a
health
failure, he loses another hit point. On a critical failure, he loses 3. And a success, he doesn't lose anything. And on a critical success, the bleeding stops.
So he is now technically at -1 times his health points.
Then that's a death check.
He's still living.
Right. That means I do believe, was it in biotech? I want to say I read somewhere in here where once they have passed the death check threshold, you can't do anything with first aid. But I don't remember if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think
Well-
he's unconscious.
Gonna have to
He's
take another minute
unconscious.
and and once more try another first aid check to try to stop the bleeding, I guess.
Yeah, unless he actually makes one of those rolls, it's going to be another 14 minutes, and you'll have to make
5-0.
another desk check.
Okay, so the bleeding has potentially stopped. So he loses no hit points to bleeding. And I wanted to double check something else. Oh, that's going to be brutal. Yeah, he's going to be toast. I suspect at some point. So he's going to have received no more, and then I need to try to actually give him, treat the shock.
So it's Tech 5, 20 minutes.
Hey, successful on that. So Tech 5 is 1D minus 2.
All right. Well, you roll your 1D minus 2. See what you give him.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
It's a minimum of 1 hit point, though.
Yeah, but I think that counters with the
That
initial
would
one
if
min.
you had actually succeeded on the bandaging.
But I did eventually succeed on the bandaging.
Did you?
Second
Yeah.
time I rolled, yeah.
Let's give him 1 more hit point. We'll be generous. So he's now
So
sitting
he's
at, again, minus 13.
Very badly injured.
And will likely die of infection.
Yeah, before Tech
Now-
Level 5, and at the GM's option, even during much of TL5, antiseptic practice is poor. Oh, that's for surgery. Never mind.
Also, purple water.
Okay. All right. So, so at this point, you've attended to Corp or Private Campbell as best you can. He's unconscious. He's sweaty. He's clammy. What are you going to do now?
What time of day is it?
Okay, it's probably like pushing to midday at best. You haven't gone very far.
Yeah, well, we have our duty.
Yeah,
So I'd say
we should
you're
be.
about lunchtime, maybe.
Yeah, we're pretty close to the fork, so we could at least see what's going on there.
Yep. Proceed on to the fork. We'll have to. I believe eventually, dude is going to regain consciousness. It's just going to take a while, maybe. Let me double check how that works.
Yeah, so if you have 1 or more hit points remaining, you awaken in 15 minutes. If you're above minus 1 hit points, which he is, you make a health roll to awaken every hour.
Right. So
Okay.
Eventually, hopefully, he should wake up and go, "Oh God, I feel terrible." I don't
All right.
remember if they have the equivalent of Purple Hearts back then, but
I think they did.
congratulations, you have the equivalent of a Purple Heart.
So after,
Oh no,
so
I've
you
been shot.
you keep paddling forward, and I'm going to make a health roll for him at that hour.
Everybody, make sure to reload. They can
So everybody be
reload
reloading.
their
and-
weapons while I'm doing this.
An hour later, as you're paddling along, Campbell comes about and he groans and says, "Oh, Lieutenant, what happened? What happened? I feel terrible."
You failed to dodge.
I said, "What?"
You failed to dodge, and therefore you were shot.
I don't get your humor, sir, but I've been shot, have I? I just remember hearing gunshots from the shoreline, and then just everything went black. I felt like maybe something hit me with an anvil or a hammer in my chest. Oh,
Yep, that would be the musket ball.
is it? Do you think it's still in there, sir?
There did not seem to be an exit wound, so yes, I suppose it probably is.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! If you don't mind, sir, I think I would just like to lie down here for a while.
Yeah, it looks like the Victoria Cross is the Purple Heart equivalent, and that doesn't show up until 1856.
No, the Victoria Cross is definitely not the Purple Heart. It's the Victoria Cross.
That's
is the
not, sorry,
equivalent of the-
sorry. Yeah, that's the highest deck. Never mind.
No, I don't know that the British have a Purple Heart award at all. Not to my knowledge. Okay, so that was about an hour, and you continue to. Are you just continuing upriver? Because all you're seeing again is just the normal Hudson. So yes, do you continue to paddle upriver?
Yes, we want to get to the fork to see if the river is flowing upriver, both there.
Okay,
There as
so
well.
when you arrive at the fork, you can tell that that water is being sucked into the Hudson, not necessarily with a lot of power, but you can tell that it is also being pulled in by the current of the Hudson.
And I do believe you are correct there, Nosh, because I found a 2016 Telegraph article where Prince Harry was calling for the UK to have a Purple Heart medal equivalent.
Getting shot is just part of your normal duties. That's all. Really. Okay. And so are you going to move past the fork?
Yeah, well, we got to go up the Hudson.
You gotta go toward the danger.
Okay. So
This
in
won't
about
end
another
badly at all.
half hour, you get to this point here.
Boo!
green
That
dot.
should have been white.
Okay, so a green dot appears, and you come upon a bend in the river, but you instantly smell the odor of burning wood, like forest wood, and you can see that smoke fills the air to the north, not far from the green dot.
Great. Need to proceed with caution. Be
Okay.
prepared to turn around and paddle away.
What's
As
this
you
chivalry? It's a
continue-
giant green dot.
As you continue to row, is Suakora still at the head of the boat?
He is.
Give me
God
a
help us.
perception. Give me a perception check, open, please.
Oh, he can do that.
We totally have Corporal Harriet McLean on his gun.
Vision.
So you can pick out the familiar red coats of soldiers ahead. What do you do?
There, Lieutenant. Redcoats.
Huh? All right. Well, let's see what's going on there. What does he mean he sees redcoats? Are they
He see-
floating?
well,
Are they standing?
Okay, you ask these questions. What
yeah,
you can
I'll
see.
move up to the front as well.
Okay, well,
as
what you can
we're
see.
there.
What you can see are some bodies lying on the shore, and it looks like maybe one of them has seen your ship, your boat, and has now seen your redcoats. Yes, they are now starting to wave at you and to wave you over. I think you're even hearing them say, "Here, here."
All right. Well, going to give the instruction to beach us. Everybody
Does
should probably still be prepared for potential trouble because this whole expedition's been a mess.
Does everyone else hear and see that as well?
One would hope.
Yeah, everybody in the boat now can start to hear some voices calling out. Do you proceed forward?
Yes.
Okay.
While looking around to ensure that we're not necessarily about to be ambushed again.
I scrutinize them for purple paint.
Okay. So as you get closer, you can see that these are British regulars, but you also see about 4 or 5 French regulars lying in and amongst them. And they all appear to be very badly wounded in various ways.
Who's in
And
charge here?
You also see, as you pull closer, you also see the remains of what looks like a longboat overturned on the opposite shore. And it looks like it has like a big hole in the bottom of it.
I'm certain there's totally not people hiding over there about to start shooting us.
What do you do?
Who's in charge here?
So are you coming up right up to the shoreline then?
We are approaching the shore. Yep.
Okay. So you see one looks like a corporal leaning up on his elbow, bandage around his forehead. I guess that would be me, sir. Corporal Evans. Thank God you're here.
Very good, Corporal Evans. What's all this then?
So are you now pulling the boat up to the shore?
Gosh, you just seem to be preparing for us for an ambush.
Well, I just kind of want to know, are you going to stay in the river and call out, or are you going to actually move up and dismount, et cetera, et cetera?
I think yes to the, beaching it at the thing, because then if we do get swarmed or attacked, everybody can
How
actually-
suspicious are we feeling?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kate, you till the boat up, and everyone gets to where the draft hits the river edge, oars
And then the monsters attack.
oars up. Okay, and he says, "I'm sorry, sir. I cannot stand. None of us really are in a condition. But it's so good to see you. We're what's left of Captain Wilbercombe's detachment, I'm afraid.
And you have frogs with you.
The French, the French. Well, it's a little strange, sir, but we've somewhat become allies.
Let me
We
guess.
joined
the
them.
Purple people?
I don't know about purple people. Yes, purple people, but other strange things. We joined forces with the French because we were called over to them by some of their own men at this very location about 4 days ago. We went in. We went up into the woods to see where they had actually built a defensive position, and what attacked us were these strangely painted purple men with muskets and bows. And that's when we all sort of got wounded. But over the last number of days, we've heard other strange noises like wolves and great thrashing sounds in the trees, and we heard even more screams over the last couple of days. We don't even know if Captain Wilbercombe or any of our men are still alive in there. It's gone also very quiet, except for the smoke that started the last couple of days as well.
Well, so the captain is in this fortification.
It's just a kind of a palisade, a wooden palisade that you can sort of stand behind, sir. We'd hoped to have a boat to go back towards Fort Edward, but the other damnable thing is that we got into the boat and these damn beavers. I've never seen beavers so large. They attacked the boat and they sank it not more than a day ago, maybe 2. I can't remember. That just left us all trapped here on the shore. And you hear the French soldiers in French, for those that can understand it, just say tabernacle, damn beavers, damn land, damn army.
As an aside, the lieutenant will tell everybody it's like, keep an eye out for beavers. Apparently,
you also notice that there is a large mule tied to a tree, munching at whatever grass it can find, and it looks like it's been smeared with some blood. There's a blanket on the ground that has some blood on it.
All right. So, how many of them are there? I guess I could probably ask him that. It's like, how many of you are here?
You see, so you see 6 British regulars here. There's about 4 French. And he says the rest of his detachment are still in the forest.
So did they find out any reason about why the river is acting so oddly?
No, not a thing, sir. This is as far as we got.
Well, bollocks. We're going to have to go and find the captain.
Yeah, if you don't mind, sir, please, if you could just go up to the position, perhaps Captain Wilbercombe can give you some more details.
Okay, so I am trying to think about
John
how
Fox.
to...
John Fox. He motions you over to talk to him.
Yes.
Lieutenant, don't you think maybe we should talk to the French? Why are the French here?
Yes. Well, we haven't gotten to that point yet, but that is a good point. Why are the French here?
Does anybody speak French?
Mind your own business.
I speak French, accented and literate when it comes to the written.
All right. So
Does anybody else speak French?
Yeah, Kate
Fox
does it
does.
accented.
yeah, same with Fox. So yeah, go ahead if you want to ask the
And
French
hers.
any questions.
Yeah, I want to know why they were in the immediate area.
Okay. Do you just want to speak French directly to them?
Might as well.
Okay. So what they say is that they were part of a long-range patrol group that was ordered from Fort Carillon to the north to probe the western edge of the British territory southwest of Lake George. It's been a damnable trek, and their captain is a man named Giardieu, and he was the one that ordered them to take the defensive position and asked for the British to help.
Interesting.
Did that all come through?
Yeah. I'm just trying to turn it over my brain to try to figure out what else I need to actually know. Yeah, because it's like, okay, we've got the wounded here. So it sounds like we're probably going to leave at least Fox here at the boat with Private Campbell and probably a couple of the others, while some of the rest of us. Well, how far away is this palisade?
Oh, probably a 10-minute walk, sir.
Oh, yeah, okay.
5-minute jog.
And
12-minute hobble?
probably be like the PCs, sans John, since he's an NPC right now. Although maybe we can potentially retcon it if we end up going over and having to do it again next week. Where it's like, oh, look at that, he was with us all along.
So Fox will say, "Look, Lieutenant, I think we should leave Campbell here for sure, but I don't know. It sounds pretty hairy. Don't you think I should come along with?"
That's fine. Yeah, I'm just because this is the player. It's like we don't want to leave the boat unattended because clearly some of these guys are desperate and they may just decide to bugger off with the boat, and that might upset Corporal McLean because they may bugger off with his swivel gun.
True.
We could take the boat with us. We got plenty of privates.
Well, but I think we're not going up the river. We're doing
I
a
think,
walk, a hike.
Yeah, it's probably too heavy for that anyway.
Yeah, it's not a Viking longboat.
And well, I mean, Catherine's got intuition. She could try to intuit whether or not these fellows would take off with it, or perhaps not.
Yeah, she'll kind of give him a once over and see if she can get a feel on can we leave the boat with them or no.
We could take all the oars. That way they have to paddle with their hands.
There you go. So that's IQ in the box.
Into the tower, please.
Honestly, I think I'd be more concerned about potential beaver activity.
So I would rarely admit this, except you may want to Benny the hell out of that.
Wow.
Bell's dice are back.
Yeah, apparently so. I guess so. I guess I'll Benny it.
You know you're gonna die.
Oh yeah, totally.
All right. Another roll, please. That's better.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. The one thing about using bennies with GURPS is these rolls in the box can be adjusted. So anyway, okay. So as you're listening to the lieutenant, you're getting the very firm conviction that these soldiers are soldiers first, and they aren't just so concerned about themselves, but they're also concerned about who might be left behind. And so your gut's telling you they're going to probably protect the boat as best they can if somebody comes to attack it.
Are they armed?
Oh yeah, they got their guns with them.
Okay.
Okay. So she'll relay that to the lieutenant.
Of course they are. They're British. Well, not all of them. Not the French.
Well, there's more British than French here.
Yes. Very good. All right. So we're going to definitely leave Private Campbell. I think I would probably like to leave another one of the corporals and maybe a private or two just to augment in case the flying things come flying back or the purple people attack.
As you wish.
In fact, you know what? Let's leave both of the other corporals and then just take the PC corporal with us.
Okay, so we're gonna leave Corporal Hall and Corporal Sutton behind.
Yep. And let's see, how many of the other privates do we want to do? We've got 1, 2, 3. Well, no, wait. Can't count him. He's leaving. And Campbell's staying definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 other privates. Wonder, do we just take them with us?
We need meat shields.
Yeah, we're gonna
Depends
take
how
the
red
privates.
their shirts are.
Yeah, their shirts are very red.
All of our coats are very red.
But some
Not all.
some should be redder than others.
Well, it depends. Are we talking TOS or TNG? Because It's the
Wearing
gold
red
shirts who
undershirts.
it's the gold shirts in TNG who got whacked all the time. Right. Okay. So we'll leave Sutton and the other guy here to keep an eye out along with Campbell, and we will have the other privates, kit up, and we're going to head in the direction indicated for the the fort. Probably not thinking. The lieutenant will probably tell. What is it? It's like, all right, scout, take point.
Grab
You
your
mean Falk?
privates and let's move out.
Or you mean Siaquaris?
Vorlon. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
You start to walk up a kind of a dog-legged trail. You can see blood trails on the trail from the wounded being carried. You can see the mules' hoof prints from carrying the wounded down to the shoreline. And you can smell that wood smoke getting stronger. And you'll come out onto a very open glade, as it were. It's burnt out in lots of places. It looks like someone's been building bonfires all over the place, and there's a lot of smoke blowing through the glade. Yes, indeed, ahead through the smoke in the distance, you can see a wooden palisade not much higher than chest height. What do you do?
We are going to look around before we advance. Sure, there's no ninja cougars out there.
No,
Do a circle
there's a lot of again the bonfires burning or smoking. You do, however, see bodies of dead French regulars and what looks like the dead remains of French trappers or coureurs de bois, and you can see one or two British regular redcoats sort of out there somewhere in the field. If you wanted to take a closer look, you'll have to go out and take a look.
Yep, we are definitely going to do that because he's definitely going to want to check on the redcoats.
Okay.
And if there are any pistols that I can appropriate from someone, then yeah, he kind of needs a pistol.
So you don't find any pistols, but with the British regulars, you can see the bodies have been bitten, clawed, and some appear to have been bruised as if beaten by a whip or a branch of some kind. How you know that in the British Army should be
that's easy. Oh, crap, we're going to run into that damn tree thing again, aren't we?
How meta of you.
That tree thing sucked.
Anyway, you can see the palisade. You can see the palisade, and you can now see, as you're a little bit closer, you can see a few more redcoats up there and some blue coats. They are not looking your way. They are looking on the other side of the palisade.
Okay. Is that like indicated that they're focused on an enemy on that side?
Well, they're definitely looking out. Don't have their guns up, but they're looking out.
All right. Well, he's got the lieutenant's got penetrating voice, so he can be pretty loud. And yeah, exactly. Oh, the fool!
Okay.
Do that.
Okay. And you look around and you see one of the soldiers raise his hands up and say, Here, we've been saved. Reinforcements have arrived.
Come along, lads and lady.
So as you
trot towards the fort.
Okay, so you do see that there is this palisade. It's quite lengthy, built as best they could from hewing trees and logs down. And you find 4 British regulars and 4 French regulars watching into the smoky terrain beyond. And you see a French officer, wearied by the battle. He's lying with his back to the palisade, apparently asleep. And one of the British regulars salutes you as you come forward and comes to attention. Sir!
Return the salute. Is like, is the captain here? We were sent by the general to investigate.
And you see his face. You see his face just go kind of really saddened and not quite pale. And he says, "Sir, he was. I don't know how to say this to you. Maybe I should begin by saying we have been attacked by things not of this world, sir. I don't know how else to put it.
Have you
Walking
seen flying
trees.
things? How would you describe those tendril things? Let me look at the image again.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir, but what I can tell you is that we've been attacked by. I know this sounds ridiculous and beyond belief, but we've been attacked by walking trees. We've been attacked by men and women with purple paint on their bodies and these strange, hellish wolves that are more men than a wolf. Anyway, Captain Wilbraham was killed by some abomination that looked like a tree. He was smacked about by this thing's strange limbs. We all fell back from the fight. In the fright of the whole thing, I'm ashamed to admit we'd never seen such a thing before. The tree was horrific, and it lifted the captain, and it swallowed him whole, and walked away with the captain's feet kicking from its mouth.
Well,
And at this, the French officer will rise up to a sitting position. And
I would accuse
introduce
you
himself.
of being drunk on duty, sir, if we had not
He-
encountered things along the river ourselves, including
sits up.
your purple painted men.
He sits up and looks at you and says, "Lieutenant, we may be of different armies, but you will address me by rank."
Wait, I was talking to the other guy, not this dude, right?
Well, that's Captain Gerardu, and the other guy you were talking to was another redcoat.
Right. Yeah, and I thought this guy was just like sleeping.
No. He came to attention and all that good stuff.
Okay, so there's this guy. Oh, very okay. I misunderstood. I thought it was the redcoat who was telling us
No.
about the other captain.
No. Sorry, the redcoat was. He was the one that
Yep.
said he's ashamed to admit, but he had come to attention like a good soldier.
Yep. Right. Yeah, I'll treat the captain properly. Give him a appropriate salute, even though he's the enemy.
He sits up and says, "Lieutenant, it is true what your man says. The forest is alive with enemies unnatural. Trees attack us. Strange timber wolves that look like purple men attack us. Some fell back. Maybe some have died. Who knows? We've not left this position beyond setting bonfires alight for illumination in the night. Why are you here?"
The general sent me to investigate why the captain had not returned and why the Hudson has seemingly reversed course.
Yes, we. Let me tell you my story if you have time.
Well,
I was ordered to lead a large, long-range patrol that was sent from Fort Carillon to probe English defenses along the Hudson and to see if your forces were using the Hudson to move forces north. We heard that reports of strange events happening to the south, including word that the Hudson had reversed course. Of course, we thought this was foolishness, but then some of our coureurs de bois confirmed this information. So we've held this position for not quite a week. Your good Captain Wilbraham found my wounded men on the shoreline, arrived to assist only 4 days ago.
yes, well, we encountered flying fish snake things that were seemingly working alongside your purple painted men along the road or along the river.
Oui.
Haven't seen walking trees yet.
You don't want to trust me. Our truce here we enjoy now, no? We become allies and fight against something godless and unnatural. We fight as men, we. Then he looks at Kate, Madame, or Mademoiselle, excusez. We fight as allies. And then
At least
we
temporarily,
return
yes,
to our
sir.
war. And then we return to our war. And then in French he says, and I'll translate, "Mes amis, j'aime l'odeur de la poudre à la canne le matin. I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning."
Have to respond in equally French because it smells like victory.
Oui,
But I
oui.
have no idea what that actually is, how you'd say that in French.
So he says, "You're welcome to sit and rest and make sure you're ready because I have a feeling this assault is not yet done."
Okay, so we have boat further down, and there are 2 swivel guns on it. We may have those. I may have the privates relocate those up here. That may provide us some additional firepower.
Yeah.
Ah,
Probably got to
oui.
get the wounded back here too.
I think
And I will ask. Yeah, that's a good point. I will have ask him about the wounded that they have down there.
I think it's better if the wounded stay in the river. It seems maybe more safe, because I can tell you when the attacks come, it is like hell on earth, and they will be useless to us. But you have a boat. You have swivel guns, I presume.
We do 2.
Ah,
And there
bon.
are 2 additional. We have 2 additional corporals that are down below currently with the wounded. One of mine was injured by your purple men.
They're not my purple men. They're godless purple men. So, yes, if you want to go and bring the munitions here, please do. Perhaps someone knows how to properly anchor swivel guns. I don't know.
Totally gonna look at McLean, who's like, that's his bag, baby.
I can take care of that, sir.
Very good.
Well.
Make it happen.
Oh, very well. Do you have any, I hate to ask this, but do you have any rations?
And have the when in the process, bring the food back up as well.
Yeah, we're probably going to make a couple of trips.
Yep, that's why we're gonna send the privates to do it. Well, McLean can lead the privates.
Bon, then rest and prepare your weapons.
Yep, definitely want to get a feel for the terrain, walk around, try to figure out this will probably be a good place for one gun. This will probably be a good place for another. That sort of thing.
We need
And
to
I would-
pick up all the loose rifles or muskets and load them and place them.
And you notice that the redcoats and bluecoats here all have their bayonets fixed.
Noted. Clearly, our bayonets are going to be fixed as well once the stuff gets here.
Okay, so you do all of this preparation, and let's say it takes about 2 hours to finally get everything arrayed at the palisade.
Huzzah!
And is there anything else you want to do at this point?
Other than probably just tactics it up, try to figure out better tactics or anything like that we can. It looks like we're getting a whole lot of new people. Oh no, there's a map. That's an interesting map.
I'll drop you guys on the map. You can put yourselves where you want to be. Oops, hang on.
This the map you made?
I did, yeah.
How'd you make it?
What did I use? The what's that program? Incarnate?
Cool.
Is that all our privates? I think it is.
I do believe some people are going to die.
All right. So, I'm going to share the other privates. So again, we can do like we did before. You guys can take ownership of them. Hang on.
How many extras we got?
4, I think, plus the corporals. Oh, those extras, right?
I think that's everyone.
Got
We're leaving the
French on there.
French. I will. Well, I guess I could give you the French too. Hang on. I think I actually
This'll
set
be
it up that
interesting.
way. I think I set it up that way. Oh, maybe I
All
didn't.
right, so we got 4 players. We've got
No, I
one,
didn't,
2,
I
3,
didn't
4,
individuate
5,
them.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I'll take Dixon.
So we get 2 each at this point at least. Never mind in the Frenchies. So I'll just stick with Smith and Williams, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll stick with Jones and Rogers.
Excellent.
It leaves Hickok, Headley, and Burns.
Then I'll take Hickok as well.
Yeah, and just position. Do I have to move the privates, or can you move your own?
Yeah, we
do-
can't move them.
You should be able to move them if they're green.
No.
There
Well,
might
I mean,
be an
obviously
option
we
for it.
can't. I thought it used to be the case, but I don't think it has been for a while.
Okay. So then I will. Let me see if I bring to the front, send to the back. Okay. Clicked on Private Jones. Where is? Oh, I haven't put the boy. I haven't put you guys on the map, have I? No.
Some of us are. It looks like McLean and the lieutenant are.
Okay, turn on party vision and movement.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, it's on now.
Haha.
Okay, now we can.
Excellent. Excellent. Who else is not on here that should be on here? Are you all on?
Let's see. So, I think we probably brought the two corporals into this as well, since it looks like this is going to be an actual fight.
Okay, I'll bring those
It'll
in.
be Sutton and the other guy.
Yep.
So who am I controlling? I guess Sutton and I guess Headley and Burns.
I thought Corporal Hall was left back.
Yeah, we brought them back, and once it's like up, the fight's going to be here.
Okay, your two corporals are on there now.
Okay, now we should all have 3 each then. Or somebody will be short one.
I got. Oh, I'm just going to put it on there.
And I'm going to say that you wait and wait. The sun starts to go down. It starts to get dark, a little colder, and then night comes.
Sun's getting
And-
real low.
And Girardeau orders the bonfires to be relit for lighting. And so the various French regulars at least go out to start resetting all the fires. And Girardeau looks at the lieutenant and says, I cannot guarantee that they will not attack tonight, but maybe they had some good feasting, I'm afraid to say, today. We'll see. Are you going to try and get some sleep or stay up through the night?
It's going to be sleeping shifts sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because
let's-
they're officers, I think the captain and the lieutenant are going to be like, doing their best to pretend that this is just another day.
Okay. Night falls, and you can definitely hear thrashing in the tree line. You can hear that strange howl that you remember the Brookfields talked about, where it sounds not like a wolf, but more like a human voice in agony. It's enough to put, again, the hair on your neck to stand on end, but I'm not going to get fright checks from anyone. And you might even detect some kind of reddish eyes on the fringes of the entire area, but nobody seems to want to come through. And the night passes, and the morning passes, and it's about maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. No, that's too late. It's more like 8 o'clock in the morning. And you hear suddenly one of the privates shout out, "Look, to the forest edge to the west. Here they come." And you see treetops slashing around and swinging around. And here's what you see.
Huh. Well, Captain, I do believe that's my cue. Good luck, sir. I need to go over here to my men, offer him
And-
a salute, and head over to join my guys.
So the Ziklet lands have not changed since the first.
Bloody tree
But what-
monsters.
But what does change, or what you haven't seen before as players, are the wolf-like creatures. And this is going to require a fright check from everyone.
Eh? What did it just do?
They are
I got an
very
error.
much. Oh,
Yeah,
did
I
it
got
not
that.
show?
Oh,
Did it not show?
cool image. I mean, the image showed, but there was a brief error. Cool image.
Oh, okay. So they are these strange wolf-like creatures that are purple in color, but you can actually see like leaves and little small sort of like growths coming out of their body.
How very odd. Success by 8 on the, I guess technically by 7 on the fright check.
I am uncowed.
I have to go over here and man this other cannon or swivel gun while McLean
grape shot?
is sure. What would it be better?
Depends on whether or not we were expecting large creatures or many smaller ones.
They said giant tree monsters were going to attack. And, isn't grape shot basically used for like anti-personnel.
Yeah, it is.
So mine is probably going to be loaded as grape shot for at least the first one.
The Ziklet lands are size modifier 3, but the wolves are size mod 0.
Corporal Sutton didn't like it at all. No siree.
Oh yeah.
I totally want to. Now I'm going to have to put that on there. I totally want to see him like pass out.
That was odd.
Jones succeeds, but Rogers does not.
Dixon fails.
Right. So he got a new quirk and mania. See table notes.
I'll roll for the French Army regulars.
Yeah, I got 2 more guys to roll for. I'm just trying to figure out this. I got the mania, and it said see table notes, and I'm like looking to see if there are actually notes for this.
Actually, sorry, I'm not going to check for the French. They've been through this already. And you don't have to, sorry, I should have clarified. You don't have to check for the Brits who were here before. They've all encountered this before.
Ah, okay, then I don't need to. I just needed to roll for Sutton.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Neener. And he failed. He gained a new quirk, and what was the other thing?
Yeah, just to clarify, only roll for the guys that were in the boat with you.
Long-term
In that
condition
case-
mania.
All my guys succeeded.
Okay. Did any of the other original NPCs fail?
Yeah, Sutton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in your turns, just explain what happens to your NPC. We start with Ronki. Or
Yeah, too many of us are using the same dice color, so every time I roll, somebody else rolls, and I think, did I
All right.
just roll twice?
did someone if someone has completed rolling their fright check for their NPC, maybe not maybe, please go ahead and explain what happened.
Smith has hysterics for 2d seconds,
Nice.
and I don't recall what hysterics is in that particular instance. I think he's just going to scream uncontrollably for a while.
That sounds about right.
The short-term condition, they have hysterics in horror, page 143, and in parentheses it has sobbing.
Sure. Sobbing uncontrollably. Sure. Okay. Who? Okay, so let's just skip this on.
Sutton failed and gained a new mental quirk, and he also gained mania, which basically, according to Horror 144, mania is identified, and this is a long-term condition, as like overconfidence or on the edge or less sleep. So I'm totally giving him on the edge.
All right.
He's convinced these things are super monsters sent here by the devil, and by God, he's going to send them back to hell.
Okay.
Clearly, he's a lot more religious than I thought he was.
All right. And Siwarkus, for how long is your guy stunned?
Oh, well, I didn't actually roll that, so
You're supposed to roll it though.
I will roll it now. You will be out for 6. I didn't know I didn't know if we were in combat turns yet or what.
Yeah, we're gonna go right into that shortly. Okay, how about for Kate?
Okay. Rogers failed, and let me scroll up. Okay.
No, Smith. He just keeps repeating. What's all this then? What's all this?
Okay.
What is all this?
Okay, so he loses 1d FP, which I rolled a 1. Stunned for 1d seconds, I rolled a 4. Can someone add the effect to him? This is Rogers. I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
And then he, hang on. And then he rolled on the madness table, and he got I guess it's pyromania for 2d minutes. So he is a pyromaniac apparently for 3 minutes.
Burning 8.
That
Yeah.
seems perfectly reasonable given what's attacking us.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
those are trees. So
So yeah, I got to
Alright.
look that up.
So Smith, he became a pyromaniac.
Rogers.
Rogers became the pyromaniac. Who
Yes.
was stunned? Sorry.
Rogers was stunned, and he wound up getting a madness on the madness table. So the
Okay.
madness was pyromania.
Okay. And then Jones, sorry.
Jones succeeded his fright check.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Who's next?
I think that's it.
Okay, so Harris's guys succeeded and everybody else succeeded. Okay.
Yep, because Sutton's the only one of mine that wasn't already here.
Okay. We're going to start at the top of the round with Captain Giardu. He is the first to go, and he is going to take his Charleville musket, and he is going to aim at. He's going to aim at one of the weird wolves. He'll aim at weird wolf number.
Did he finish his statement?
It sounded like he got cut off.
Weird wolf number 1. Okay.
Yeah, he targets weird wolf. John Fox is going to. He is going to. He's not
Hopefully
reloading.
removed. Yeah.
He is going to target weird wolf 7. See Aquarius.
Who is also not reloading.
change that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll take 7, I suppose. Yeah, aiming.
Kate.
All right. Both Kate and Jones, I think, will aim at Werewolf 2.
Awesome. Do you want me to add for the add to Jones, or can you do that?
Yeah, if you would. I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Werewolf 2?
Yeah.
Done. Click. There we go. Lieutenant Hollingsworth.
He is aiming his the swivel gun that he has that is not the McLean's favorite at Zyklotyn 3, and his 3 guys are basically gonna pull an aim on Weird Wolf 8.
Okay. Can you get them to aim on them, or do you want me?
If it'll let me.
Yeah, if we can move them, we should be able to select them to target.
All right. Aiming at the number 3 also.
Okay. Yep.
And I guess the rifle dudes see you aiming at 8, so they'll aim at 1.
Okay.
I guess that'll happen on their turn.
All right. So I'll advance the tracker. Weird Wolf 1 is going to move.
Woof, 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 woof.
We're not going to worry about terrain.
How fortunate they didn't come at us from behind.
100%.
Careful those trees don't branch off to our flanks.
Corporal Hall. Aiming, I take it.
They wouldn't do that. He's aiming, yes.
Sutton's aiming. French Army Regular. Oh, yeah.
They're all aiming at their captain.
Right. How inconvenient. It didn't record their move. How did that happen? Interesting.
They're trees. They can't move.
Apparently not. Well, that's frustrating. One moment. They've got a move of 5. And we're back to Girardieu, who is going to continue aiming. Fox continues aiming. See Aquarius.
Jokoris will take his shot.
Ooh.
Draw first blood. I'm actually using my spreadsheet. Let's see, do I just do that? Yeah. Okay. I am aiming for the vitals. I don't know if that's going to matter. And here we go. That was about as bad as you can get. I shall
Nice.
re-roll it.
How are you re-rolling it? Do you have luck?
I have bennies.
Nope. You can't re-roll critical failures.
What?
Look at the Benny
Nope.
system note. A Benny cannot be
Yeah.
used to overturn a critical failure.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Well,
he doesn't
but
actually. He doesn't actually
that's
think
delicious.
it's terrible.
That's delicious, though.
He actually thinks it's awesome.
So what do you have to do now? Roll on the critical miss table, or does it explode in your
Critical
head?
firearms.
Well, I'm gonna be a bit. Hang on.
Are you having I think you're having a seizure over there. Oh, we had this before. I think we just re-rolled on that one.
No.
Oh, a critical failure causes a mechanical or electrical problem.
Hang on. Single-use weapon. Yeah, weapon's a dud, which means I'm fucked.
Okay. Damn those critical fails. Okay, now for another critical failure. Unless she's just going to continue aiming.
She's going to aim for another round. And Jones will do the same.
Yeah, all
Lieutenant.
my guys are both the lieutenant and all of his guys are going to be aiming for another round.
Same with the Corporal Harris.
He will continue his aim.
Alrighty. Weird Wolf 1 is on the move. Corporal Hall aiming still?
Let me just check the range penalty. -7. Yeah, he'll still aim. And so will the other dudes.
Okay. As will the French Army regulars. Everybody going to aim? Keep aiming, should I presume?
No.
Okay, well, we're...
not Williams
you
and
want me to-
Smith, at least.
Okay, so was Burns going to continue aiming?
I'm not sure. I mean, this round, yes. He is, yes.
Okay, I'll go back down then to Dixon,
He will continue his aim.
Headley, Hickok, Jones, Smith. What about Smith?
Finally. Okay, that one's the 9.
So why did Roger's stun go up?
Oh, it should be going down.
Yeah, it should be at I think 2
Damn it.
because it started off at 4.
That's
Closer
easily correct.
sheets. Yeah, which one is that? It's Smith. Combat. Ugh. Well, it's hit.
Okay, Weird Wolf 7. Let's see if he
All right.
dodges.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they able to defend?
Oh, sure. They all get a chance to dodge, but not this one.
Well, I didn't like him anyway.
Ooh.
That'll hurt.
So his DR is 1, so that's 30 points of damage.
Yep.
Whoa, down to -16. He's already down ×1 health point. Health points, sorry. So, health check to stay alive, I believe. Still alive, but stunned with a major wound, correct?
Okay. Seems
Instant
about right.
half move and dodge. It's instant half move and dodge.
Can we next them? No, we can't.
I don't think so.
Carry on.
Williams.
Williams is going to do the same.
Okay.
Only slightly more advantage because he's closer. Dun, 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 and shoots and scores.
Yes, he does.
Alas, no heart shot. May not matter.
Same damage level. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
he's
now
at
I'm
9.
kind of feeling sorry for the guy that my 3 dudes are going to shoot.
He's at -3 times health points, so I'm just gonna declare him dead.
I don't have a problem with this.
Yeah, he's dead. We'll keep it simple. Oh, the Zeklatans get to go. Gerard Du. No, he doesn't like those odds. He's gonna keep aiming. Same with Fox. No, Fox lost his target. Damn it. Fox will target a tree.
There are lots of trees.
Sequars.
So Chorus is going to curse a lot. That was his very favorite gun.
Oh, that's
So he's
true.
going to start poking around at the nearby rifles that we may have set aside.
You can feel free to either choose a Brown Bess or a Charleville, whichever you prefer.
Neither really, but I guess we'll see.
There's plenty to go around.
Anyway, he'll be in the process of grabbing a new one.
Okay. Kate.
Right, Kate's gonna do another round of aim, as is Jones.
Got it. Lieutenant.
He's going to have to take another extra round of aim as well with the cannon.
What did you load that with?
I think I said grape shot for this first one.
Interesting. Okay. Harris.
The other stuff is, the other ammo is right there, though, so that means I'll never get to use it.
-8. Ooh. He's had how many turns of aiming? 2?
I believe so.
All right, he's going to take a shot.
Okay. Size modder for these things is they're size mod 3.
And this is his favorite gun, right?
Is he shooting Bloody Mary? Yeah.
If
Yeah,
he
you're
has the
not gonna give
opportunity
that
to.
to me.
So if it's shooting Bloody Mary, the
+1.
bonus should already be baked in, but I'm pretty sure I baked it in.
I don't see Bloody Mary there. So
Okay.
he's going to roll and see if it matters. So succeed by 4. What was the 1 round of aiming? And what was the size modifier?
Size mod is 3.
Okay, so that's a hit.
Okay. Let me just see if you've got that swivel pounder equipped, correct? Yeah. I thought I had actually baked it in for Bloody Mary, but maybe that that got changed around somewhere. It's all good. Yeah, somehow it got moved around. That's all right. Okay, that's a definite hit. Let's see if there's a definite dodge here. No, there is not. Damage, good sir. Wow. So
Average.
were you using a ball or grape shot?
A ball.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so this thing's DR is 5. So that's what?
So 32 damage.
32 damage.
Totally means my shot is gonna like bounce off of it and do nothing.
So you've dropped it to -7 hit points right off the bat. The ball blows into it, instantly making it half move and dodge and requiring a health check to stay at least conscious. It hasn't reached its minus negatives though yet. Hang on. So it's conscious. Is it stunned? Fails by 1. Let me see if it's got any special abilities here. It's got high pain threshold and it's got hard to subdue.
Those are, yeah.
Does that hard to subdue? What does that do?
That's
Means
for,
the
staying
consciousness
conscious.
rolls.
All right. And the and the high pain threshold?
Give +3 to the consciousness roll. Well, for the knockdown roll, that is.
Okay. So it's not knocked down, but it is stunned at this point, I believe.
If it failed by 1, then no, it's not stunned because it gets +3 for high pain.
There it is. Okay. So it's not stunned. All right. Okay. Who's next? Little weird wolf one. I am forcing them to spend 2 points jumping over logs and things. Corporal Hall.
All right, Corporal Hall is going to take his shot.
Okay.
How many turns of aim? He's had 1 turn of aim. He should have had 2 turns.
Yeah, we should be definitely 2 turns aiming.
With the range penalty, that's going to be a hit still.
Okay, let's see if he dodges that puppy. Oh, he does. Okay. Corporal Sutton.
Taking a shot. Crack. Success by 6. 1 possible hit.
Let's see if there's a possible dodge.
There should not be a possible dodge. Shouldn't be possible.
You're right.
Ha! He inflicts a that's a brutal hit. 18 points of damage.
So 17 times 2
Ooh.
because of the DR.
Oof.
Is that like 34?
34.
Ouch. All right, so he's down to minus 20 hit points. I'm going to say, because they're mooks, he's gone, he's dead.
Which greatly irritates Private Burns and Private Headley, who were going to shoot him.
Sorry. Okay, that was Sutton?
That was Sutton, yes.
French Army
Where's
regular.
8?
He's going to
What was
wait
that,
one more
Keeker?
turn.
So where's 8?
It's gone. It was over here.
Oh,
French Army regular is going to continue to aim. Wait a second. No, he lost his target. Regulars will keep aiming. Burns.
Burns is
Aiming?
mine. He is shifting aim to the Glutton 3.
Okay. Dixon. I think that must be. Is that one of Harris's? Dixon?
Yes, it is. He is going to take his shot.
All right.
It's 2 turns of aim. With the range penalty and stuff, that's a hit.
Okay. See if he dodges. Damn. Private Headley.
Is also shifting his aim to that whatever 3.
Okay. Hickok.
He's going to take his shot as well.
It's going to be dodged.
It's got to be like 3rd time lucky. That's going to be a hit.
Here we go again. Let's see. There you go. Wow. So so 22 points of damage. Still puts him at minus 8. Meh. I'm still going to take him out. Good shooting.
Took 3 dudes.
This is true. Private Jones.
He is going to do a last round of aim.
Good. Same with Rogers.
He's still got another, I guess, round of stun to go through after this.
Right. I adjusted it. Smith.
Smith and Williams both are reaching for a backup weapon.
Okay. The trees move. Top of the hour. We at 7:55 p.m. So why don't we wrap it up here with round 3 with Captain Girardeau thinking about firing. And I think we should wrap it up now because we're going to be at time, are we not?
We will be, yes.
Okay. So let's wrap it up there. You're all going to get 5 character points again for this session.
Mon Dieu.
And I will go into the outro here. So I hope you've enjoyed today's session. This session will be available on YouTube and as an audio podcast. Please like and subscribe to our content, and you will be able to find the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. Olympus out.
See ya.
Off you go.